An update now to a story we first brought you last night about suspicious clipboards making the rounds at Toronto campuses. Students raised concerns after noticing them being passed around their lecture halls, asking them for their personal information. Well, tonight, Toronto Police Service says they're not looking into the matter. Your teacher thought it was in attendance?
Well, yeah, she had not handed out anything, but then somebody went to the front and gave it to her, and she was like, I didn't give this out, so somebody must have come into our class and started handing it out to students, and it went around the class.
At first glance, the forms seem harmless enough. They claim to be from an unnamed Canadian company promising high-paying management jobs next summer. Students tell us they began appearing in their classrooms this week asking for their first and last name, cell phone number, faculty, and which city they'll be living in the summer of 2019. While police have told us they're not looking into it, Ryerson is apparently under the impression that they are. They tell us in a statement, Ryerson University's security team has received complaints about clipboards being distributed in classrooms. Toronto Police Service has been advised and are investigating. A security bulletin was sent to the Ryerson community on Wednesday morning. Meanwhile, Toronto Police Service tells us in a statement, at this time, this is not a police matter. We have no evidence to believe that these clipboards in classrooms are linked to criminal behavior. Why did you put your name down?
Well, I'm a student. I'm in financial need, as most students are, so that's why I put my name down. $15,000 to $20,000 can cover almost 2 years of education, so why not cover that? So it was very enticing.
Now, there are some legitimate student-run businesses who actually do use these clipboards to hire students for the summer. We actually spoke with a former student who signed up for one at Western University and then later went on to start his own business. Jordan, tell me a little bit about your experience with these clipboards.
Yes, definitely, Tina. So basically, I signed up for a clipboard on campus in 2011 at Western University, where I went to school. And I made sure that that clipboard had a logo on it. So I was aware of who I was signing up with at the time, which was an important factor to me. Now, afterwards, I went on to work at a student service company. In this case, it was painting. And it was one of the best experiences of my life and really kick-started my entrepreneurial career. After that, I went on to graduate university and work in a number of Fortune 500 companies.
For students who might be confused, what should they, you mentioned the branding, is that the key thing to look out for on these clipboards?
Yeah, definitely. So the clipboard that I signed up for was the business development program. That was essentially a branded clipboard that was linked to the business that I ended up going on to work for as a franchisee.
And if they're getting unmarked clipboards, what would you say?
I'd say to be wary of unmarked clipboards. Anytime you're signing up for anything, it's important to have full disclosure from the company that's requesting your information. At least with the logo and with the branding, you'll be able to do some research online, know what you're signing up for, and then proceed accordingly.
So again, always look for branding, a logo, or a company name to make sure that the sheet you're signing up for is valid. And if it is unmarked, do let someone know.